back in the greenhouse today. We're gonna start getting it ready to put the wood stove in. Already cut the hole in, put a piece of 3 fuel pipe in. I'm only gonna do a 24-inch piece because it's only, everything's built out of steel roofing. There's a collar. If I was putting it in the house, I'd put that collar in. For what we're doing here, I don't believe we're gonna have to. I'm just gonna put the pipe up through. I bent up a piece of steel to seal it. I'm gonna put the double flange on it, get it weather tight. Outside, I'm just gonna run, instead of running that expensive chimney up through, I got it up through the ceiling part, which is only about 4 inches thick. Then we're just gonna use a heavy gauge galvanized to get up above the peak. Just wanted to start the video today. We're gonna get back on this. We're gonna pour concrete in the bottom of both of these. Through my landscape business, I end up with a lot of brick and bluestone. So I think we're gonna leave it just like this, but I think it's gonna, my wife wants to kind of make it look a little bit nicer. This is a greenhouse, but it's gonna be kind of her zen area, I guess you might call it. I enjoy being in here too. You come in on a cold day and it's 40 degrees in here. 11, 12 o'clock in the morning, it's probably 75, 80 in here, if not higher. I think I'm just gonna brick this side, not this side. I'm gonna just put the bluestone in the bottom. We're gonna stack wood in this side and have the wood stove in that side. But that will be the side of the video. The stove we ended up with, I ended up going to Tractor Supply. They had this discounted. I believe it's normally a $800, $799 stove. It's good for 2,200 square feet. I went in one night, they had it discounted. The following day, or the following weekend, he said if there was one still there, they were going to discount it. So I ended up getting a pretty good deal on it. So I'm glad I waited. We were going to do this over the winter. It's still winter, it's still February, but this part of New Hampshire seems to be, it seems like the end of March, early April. Stuff's melting pretty good. We're having good temperatures during the day. But I think we'll get a little earlier starting here than we thought we were going to. So I want to get the heat going. I still got some other work to do in here too. We got to do some benches and roll arounds to do the plantings on, but this is where it's got to start. Probably too kind of fancy for the greenhouse, but it's a good deal. I got looking at used ones on Marketplace, stuff like that, $400 or $500. I figured I might as well just buy a new one. We're up on my storage, one of my storage lots. I keep a lot of the stuff I take out of there's new stuff here too, but this is just brick and block and bluestone. There's flats of bluestone somewhere underneath that snow we're going to find today, but I want to get all this stuff dug out, put in the greenhouse today so we can start the wood stove installation. Wrapping up the chimney out back. I'll give you a quick shot of it. Use some of the stuff I had around. I had to buy one piece of pipe, the 3 fuel pipe to put through the ceiling, but everything here is steel, so I'm not too worried about. But I connected it to the building. I just used 1/2-inch galvanized pipe and got the flange to screw to the building and just 2 hose clamps. It was pretty sturdy without that, but this is a pretty windy field behind us, so I make sure I did it to where I felt comfortable, but I don't think it'll ever be an issue. Basically the inside's pretty simple. I just used a slip flange to make it look, I didn't really have to, but I just figured it'd look better. So, but for what we're doing in the greenhouse, I'm saying it's coming up, I think it's pretty good. And like I said, we're going to pour the concrete in the bottom of this today. And I've got brick that I just pull off jobs. It's going to be a mix match. I do have brick that's better than this, but it's buried in snow. And I just didn't want to dig it out. But for what we're doing, I just want a massive brick and block behind this. We're going to make this a little bit smaller. I'm going to put a dummy wall in there with blocks. 8-inch block that I got here, just so that I just want a massive concrete and stuff that's going to heat up and stay warm. Over here, I think we're just going to do cement in the bottom. I may put some bluestone. I've got some bluestone here that I dug up the hill yesterday. I think we'll probably use that too, letting it dry out a little bit, and then I'm going to clean it up with a wire brush before so it will stick to the concrete better. But this is just stuff I pull off jobs. I got an abundance of this bluestone and brick. No one ever wants to, keep it, and I can't get myself to throw it in a hole or just use it as fill. Maybe it'll come back in style someday. Just wanted to show real quick. All I did was pour concrete, drop that bluestone in. That will be a base to start off from tomorrow. And I'm going to put a concrete block wall in the back. I may brick over it, and I think it'll be a good backdrop it'll be safe for the wood stove. So, but that's the start. All right, just giving you a shot. We lit the stove because it's kind of cool today, but we're gonna, I'm still touching up the mortar a little bit, the joints. I'm gonna finish that, and then we're gonna put oak around the outside edge that I got. I'm gonna put like a mantle on top, even though it's a greenhouse, but I just thought we'd get to show you at this point. This one here is just gonna be to stack some wood in. Have the oak up around the outside edges. I got one more piece that off the sawmill that I'm gonna put on the top as like a shelf for the mantle piece. But overall, I think that looks pretty good. Don't know if we really, this morning when we came up early, it was like 26 degrees, so it was like 40 in here. But then now, I mean, I want to say it's like 1:30 in the afternoon, so a little warm in here, but we're trying to just get things going so next month we can start planting. It's been part of the whole build here, so it's kind of cool. That was the last big thing we had to do. So now it's just I got to build, my next video will probably be building some tables. I want to do some roll around tables to plant on. Something that we can wheel in and out.